Hello everyone, I'm Metis Balaska, and welcome back to Arcadia Fallen. Now, some updates before I continue. My new graphics card is up and running, and I can already notice the difference here. I hope it's noticeable with you guys too. And I did test it out with Samurai Jack. With the Samurai Jack game I got off the Epic Game Store, and I've been playing that in between recordings. Also, I did notice that there was some audio hiccup last time. Like my voice was too loud and all that. And I noticed that my logo was missing. I somehow accidentally turned that off. Hopefully this will turn out better. I may need to do some tweaking with as far as audio recording is concerned. In fact, let me. No, that's not it. Yeah, that should be fine. Close. Okay. I am a good Let's Player. Okay. On to Chapter 3. Now, Z did continue his stream of the game. This is the chapter that he's doing, and yeah, this is where if you've gotten an idea of who I'm picking for my romance option, now's the time to place your bets. It's going to get really interesting here. So let's see. Whoop. You approach Ann, who's looking deep in thought, poking away at the broken sword while Kaiden watches over her nervously.
Please tell me you are being careful with it. Some of those tools look rather sharp.
That's kind of the intention, Kaiden.
I am being as careful as one can be with an audience breathing down their neck.
Oh.
Sorry, but can you really blame me? You are handling my people's heritage like it is a piece of scrap metal.
Well, it kind of is right now. I mean, unless you know a good swordsmith.
Right now, that's all it's good for, isn't it?
Ouch.
I'm trying to salvage what I can, but unless you give me the room to work and fix it, the sword will stay broken and useless.
Boy.
Things can have a value even if they are broken. You know?
That is true. Also, I am looking at my avatar right now, and I'm just mesmerized by the more fluid animation. And it's like, wow, the difference. Viva la better graphics card.
No No, they can't.
Ooh. Hmm. I'm not gonna humor on this one. Let's not fight. Please don't fight. We're all on the same page, on the same side here, same page. Not quite the same thing.
Alethra's mercy.
Well, you say that, yet the Outlander keeps breathing down my neck as though I will single-handedly dismantle his civilization. I gotta wonder if that it's like a clever little slip, because what is it, like the religious side soy is keep saying the transes and the gays are going to destroy the society as we know it just by existing. Fine, I'll try to give you more space. And just once you keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't go overboard with those tools of hers. Can't promise anything. Let's trust Anne on this. I'm sure she'll be careful.
About that.
I'm sure Anne will be careful, won't you? You shoot the maid a look and she sighs. Shies? What? Pinching the bridge of her nose with her gloved hands. Yes, I promise. Now let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns? Oh wait, wrong property. Since you're here, I might as well go through all of what I've discovered so far. All? There's a checklist? Yeah, going birds of feather again. Really? Tell me.
Okay.
Sure, tell me all about it. Oh no. My pleasure. You might want to sit down, Kaiden. So Kaiden is definitely not lying when he says this is a powerful magical artifact. The material used is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's almost as if it's alive, pulsing with tremendous power. I don't really think it would be a power source. It's like it's getting its power from somewhere, but I don't think it's quite that simple. I think Z chose this though, so maybe I should ask this. Yeah, let's ask it.
I wonder.
That sounds like the type of power source. That sounds like the type of power source you were searching for. That's good, yes?
Actually...
Yes and no. This is the effect I'm aiming for, but I don't need to dig much deeper to know whatever school of magic created this, it isn't one that's allowed among the four classes of the Academy. I'm more likely to be executed than promoted were I to present this to them.
How does this...
I honestly do not understand the human politics surrounding magic. I doubt many of us do either. For the purposes of our current predicament, though, it might prove pretty useful. It might prove plenty useful. Almost butchered that, though not really. I've studied the map of the mines we found in the mansion, and I'm confident that my initial theory holds true. I can read, everyone, I swear! The seal we are trying to fix is much larger than any of us could have predicted. The sword itself, despite its power, wasn't enough to fix it. So even if I managed to fix the sword, it still wouldn't be enough to solve this problem. I'm sensing a but here. There has to be a way. Yeah, let's lighten the mood a bit. I'm sensing a but here. By your tone of voice, I'm sensing you have found another way.
I may have found a way to solve this issue, but our fussy Outlander friend is not going to like it.
Uh-oh.
What?
The sword itself is not powerful enough, but if we were to combine it with the spirit locket and tap into the power of the demons you have sealed away, maybe even add a few more? I think that might just be enough. I'd have to destroy the remains of the sword to repurpose it into a suitable component to fit the locket. And I'm fairly sure I won't be able to, how should I say this, put it back the way it was when we're done. Maybe he can take back the components?
You're going to destroy it? Absolutely not. No way.
I told you you weren't going to like it.
I'm sorry, just there's something about the serious Kaiden saying no way. That's funny to me. Look, I do not care anyway. The less I work on this thing, the better, honestly. We could use more demon spirits instead of relying on the sword. We could just use more demon spirits instead of relying on the sword. I'm sorry. We have to capture those demons, of course, and make sure our alchemist isn't killed in the process. That would be ideal. I already died once. I do not want to do it again. Kaiden looks away in silence. The sword would put us ahead, and I was under the impression we were under a strict time schedule, so... What do you think? Kaiden sighs and looks to you. I don't remember what I picked for this scene last time. But at the same time, I know it's Z he picked, and I do kind of agree with him. We can't make this decision for him.
About that...
The sword is yours, Kaiden. I can't possibly begin to understand what it means to you or your people. The decision is yours to make. She is so annoyed. And looks away. Kaiden seems startled by your answer.
Why would you...
I'm surprised you could trust me with such a decision. Anne does make a valid point. If it will stop this unspeakable evil from spreading, I suppose the sword does serve a better purpose in her hands. Just please allow me to continue witnessing the process. She is not happy about this. Well, fine, as long as you don't get in my way. Actually, this might work out brilliantly. I can't reach half the stuff up here because Quinn Stack acted so high. But you, my tall friend, have just been promoted to lab assistant. What? I love that face. Kaiden, you are precious. Rather insistent than subject. I'll be going then. Bye. I'll continue to lighten the mood. Have fun. Well, that's my cue to get out of here before assistant is promoted to guinea. Before assistant is promoted to guinea pig. Have fun, Kaiden.
What?
Wait, don't leave me with. You can start by fetching me the vials from the top shelf. Careful, it will burn your skin if you get it on you. That face while she says that. Mercy.
You know, when I first saw you, you seemed rather intimidating. Almost like a taller Victoria.
Oh, really? That's quite a compliment. Victoria is a formidable warrior.
Yeah, well, I realized quickly that you're nothing like her. You seem tough on the outside, but one can't scratch the surface much before realizing you're quite soft.
I'm soft?
Like a big, glowing jellyfish.
Alright, for big glowing jellyfishes. Kaiden, Ann. And I believe this unlocks another story beat. So, we're going to go there first. Yeah, this will lead us to alchemy practice. I believe we don't have any more, I don't think we have any more ingredients to get. Oh no, we do. No. No, but, before we do that, there's something particular I want to do. So, and we'll only get that once we start looking for once we do this thing. Look for demons with Micheal and Victoria. Victoria is already waiting for you in mine when you leave the alchemy shop, and she gives you, a curt nod when you approach.
Are you two ready?
I mean, as ready as someone can ever be going on a demon hunt. How are we going to find them? So far, we've just stumbled upon them in town.
About that.
Normally, we'd ask around. Demons have a habit of leaving a trail. But given how anxious the townsfolk are, we better start with simply patrolling the area. If a demon is nearby, either you or I should be able to pick up on it.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Well, let's go on patrol duty then.
Mind if I tag along?
Are you planning anything? You're Zealots 2.0, you can't possibly not be. Micheal comes out of the shop, wearing his usual lazy grin. Victoria glares at him suspiciously.
Micheal, I swear.
Just what are you planning? Nothing too nefarious, I can assure you. Though I might lend a hand and sate my curiosity as to how a former demon huntress works.
You could call it a personal interest for self-preservation.
Mm-hmm. If I tell you no, then you're just going to follow us around anyway, correct?
Sure thing.
You know me so well.
Fine.
Fine, stick around where I can see you.
I see.
Nothing out of the ordinary here. Nothing here either. Everything is normal. My feet hurt. Maybe we should take a break?
So...
Perhaps we should all take a break? My voice keeps breaking? So tired. Yeah, if mine wants to rest, she takes precedence over you. Full mom mode.
I I can't believe this.
It seems our earlier run-in with It seems our earlier run-in with Rodin and has made the remaining demons cautious. They won't just mindlessly attack like before, leaving us without any leads.
Really?
You think Roman and the demon hunters might be working together? That sounds really dangerous.
Look,
I have never experienced demons working together. They're vengeful creatures only out to fulfill their own sick desires.
Oh, really?
Shows just how much you know about spirits then. And remember, Victoria is a demon hunter. It's her business to know this stuff. Explain yourself, mage.
Look,
Demon is just a term we in the Empire use to describe a spirit that has lost its way to become distorted. And yeah, that's an interesting point. Like, hell, even on our language, demons. A lot of demons that we know were actually once fertility gods. They're just now considered demons. Well, maybe not fertility respectively, but even the root word demon is actually quite it's actually quite different than what we associate with the term. Demon comes from the Greek word daemon, which referred to heroic spirits, or rather virtuous spirits. Spirits of heroes did count, but there were also gods like Morpheus, the god of dreams, that counted as a daemon. Interesting to think about, isn't it? How things have changed. Also, you can probably see the panning now with my new graphics card. Yay! Anyway, back to the story. There are, however, many types of spirits in the world. Many who work alone, but some who don't. Short version, please. No, we're getting the full story. The more lore, the better.
I wonder.
Please continue.
thank you.
You see, spirits can generally be divided into 4 different types. The first are common nature spirits. They like to hydrate. They vary in size, but are usually connected to things like old trees and or larger bodies of water. My baby mime falls under this category. Then there is the Fae, like the one we met last chapter. Simple creatures, quite reclusive, since the Empire once hunted them almost to extinction. Yeah, I admit I don't blame anyone for holing up after when in that kind of situation. Mirages are quite interesting. They are beings created by powerful emotions. They are rarely powerful and don't possess as much agency or will. But the more stubborn ones have a tendency to latch onto the place of their birth. Like an echo lingering in places of great happiness or sadness. Yeah, I think this is in a bit in reference to a certain type of ghost. Like you tend to get 2 types of ghosts, 2 types of hauntings. Like one where the ghost seems to physically engaged and change how they do things depending on the situation, and this is normally based on their personality. And then there are the ghosts that perform actions like they're on an infinite loop. I remember hearing a few legends of the latter type, though I can't remember any of them now. But then again, those legends come from History Channel, so take that with a grain of salt. And finally, we have ghosts, which I was talking about. The spirit that's immortal persists in this world for various reasons. Yeah, so the demons we're encountering, they fall into one of these categories. I'm not going to tell which, but you can probably guess. We'll learn later. See if you can figure it out by then. Given the numbers and the style of our interactions with them so far, I would guess the demons we encountered at the moment used to be ghosts. Well, there we are. Yeah, I suspected this immediately when he began talking about this. So I'm like, yeah, so these demons are probably ghosts.
I can't believe this.
That's absurd. We'd know if a group of humans had been trapped underground like this. You'd be surprised.
Look.
I never said it had to be human ghosts. Yeah, we always hear about human ghosts, but we never particularly hear about non-human ghosts. And like, who says humans can't be ghosts? Who says only humans can be ghosts? I'm sorry, I butchered what I was saying. But yeah, in fact, I talked to a friend once who mentioned mentioned like a ghost of a cat.
Are you sure?
Creepy. This is ridiculous. Such fairy tales will not help our situation. Are you so sure it's a fairy tale? Like, remember, the Empire's been destroying records. Do with the information what you will. My point was simply, if my theory is correct, and these demon spirits are connected, if they died together, say an army or a family, well, there's good reason to believe they were working together towards a common goal. Excuse me. But yeah, that checks, doesn't it? Oh my god, my animations are so fluid. I love it. New graphics card.
So that's how it is.
And what goal would that be? Not a clue.
Of all the...
You are the worst. Well, he was just putting out his thoughts. Didn't mean he knows exactly. Or does he? We need more information.
So...
There's still so much we don't know. We need more information.
If you want information about obscure old legends and the occult, I've got just the guy in mind.
Ooh.
I find that highly suspicious.
You would.
But do you have much of an option?
True. She is not happy. The tavern is fairly empty so early in the day.
I swear, Michael, if you brought us here to get drunk, I will...
What is this, Michael? Back for another story?
Isn't this interesting? Haven't we met this guy before? A strange man walks up to your group, his thick round glasses gleaming in the candlelight as he glares pointedly at Michael. He seems familiar to you.
I might be. We're in a bit of a predicament, and I believe you have just the hints we need to move forward.
You know the rules. No spoilers.
I respect a man with such rules. Friend of yours, Micheal?
This a friend of yours, Micheal?
Oh yes, the best of friends. We go way back. Right, Rune?
The way he says that.
And that right there is how I know you're about to ask for something unreasonable.
Depends. What do you consider unreasonable? Bleh.
I believe we have not yet been introduced. My apologies. You may call me Rune.
Hello, Rune.
I am a bard who lives to tell stories, and tells stories to make a living.
Isn't that technically the definition of a bard in general?
The Guild of Bards is an ancient group of performers and storytellers. They guard over many of this world's greatest secrets. Getting them to tell those secrets is the tricky part.
Yeah, just as he said, no spoilers.
Every story can be told. For a price.
He does need to eat.
You don't happen to have any stories about this area?
He might.
Of Anemone Valley?
That's a weird pronunciation to me. I should check if that it's like I should check if like that's an actual way to say that word, because I've always heard I always heard the word I'm tongue twisting myself on one word, and I always heard anemone. Bleh. I finally got through it.
Quite a few, actually. But from the way you ask, I suspect you are referring to something a little more specific.
Maybe.
Demons.
Sure, just come right out and say it, Victoria. Well, we're here to get as much information as possible anyway, so... Rune raises a brow, glancing Michael's way.
I see.
Are you able to help us?
I think I know what you're looking for. But are you willing to pay?
Maybe. Let's go determined on this.
We'll pay you. Just name your price.
Committing to the purchase without hearing the price. Are you sure you work in a store?
Well, we're kind of in a desperate situation right now, so we don't know. We don't really have the luxury to haggle.
You're an alchemist, right? What about a potion in return for a story?
A potion, huh? You want to be king of the balloon fights? I got a glue potion.
I used to know this alchemist in another city who made a glasses polishing remedy that would last all day. No smudges, just clear eyesight.
Oh god, that would be a dream. Am I right? Am I right, my fellow four-eyed people? Yes, I actually do wear glasses. This isn't just specifically for my avatar. As much as I love it.
I am all out and won't be going back for quite a while. Bring me something like that, and I'll share my knowledge.
As long as I can keep some for myself. The bard leaves in Victoria sighs, crossing her arms over her chest.
I can't believe this.
Guess we'll have to drop by Elizabeth for this. How troublesome. You're complying with his request. You're complying with his request without objections. I've seen you shake down far less eccentric personalities for information. How come?
About that.
I'm kind of curious as well. I was sure you were going to draw your sword on him.
I don't handle every interaction with violence.
Well, you do. I kind of want to do deadpan, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if I remember Z went funny, I'm going deadpan. You do, though. You really do. Victoria glares at you hotly.
About that.
I'm not so foolish as to antagonize the Guild of Bards.
How curious.
I didn't take you for the superstitious type.
So...
It has nothing to do with being superstitious. It is a well-known fact that you play by the rules of those protected by the patron of the arts, or you face the
That
consequences.
seems odd.
I'm so confused. What are you guys talking about? The patron of storytellers, the Nightingale, an old god who's known to be rather mischievous towards those who wrong his charges. Yeah, we learned about that last time, didn't we? Once a father... a father what? Well, he could have been a father. Once a father in my home village refused to let a traveling bard seek shelter for the night in his barn. A week later, his fields flooded, the barn burned, and the road he used to reach the village was mysteriously overtaken by dandelions. The accidents only stopped after he went and made proper sacrifices, asking forgiveness for his wrongdoing. Yeah, don't mess with bards. Dandelions, really? I didn't think you'd be afraid of dandelions, Victoria. I am just laying in dirt. Those things burst through solid rock. Those things burst through solid rock and can only in only one night. I respect nature.
Well, isn't this neat?
Well, I for one find it very encouraging that even a knight of the Empire respects the wrath of the old gods. My voice breaking again. It makes you seem less like a military drone and more like an actual person.
Michael, I swear.
Oh, sod off. Admittedly, I kind of like that term, sod off. Let's move on. Guess you're off to make a potion.
I didn't think you'd be superstitious, Victoria. That's rather disappointing.
If you're talking about the fact that I trust Rune because he's a bard, that has nothing to do with superstition. Just common sense.
It's not common sense to trust the words of a complete stranger.
You trusted me, didn't you?
Well, that's different. You're a knight.
And I trust Rune because he's a bard. It's that simple.
I do like that. It's like, how often Yes, it's common sense not to trust the word of a stranger, but how often do we trust someone just because they're an authority figure? Like a cop tells you, tells you details. Your automatic first thought is to believe them, and you don't know if they're BSing you. Like you really don't you really don't know. You're just trusting that fact because he's a cop. So, granted, with things going on in some countries right now, it's understandable not to trust them.